The director of the newly established BVI Hong Kong office, Lorna Smith, says the BVI has fared well following attacks on the territory's financial services and hopes that the worst is over. The wave of attacks by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists targeted the British overseas territories and Crown dependencies. Lorna Smith was speaking on JTV Spotlight on Tuesday, July 16th.
That's the end of a very bad episode, very unfortunate episode. I think that the damage to the BVI, to the industry, I am being cautious that it was minimal, and it was partly because of the sterling reputation that the British Virgin Islands has. As you recognize and you've said before, the BVI is totally committed to transparency. We've signed 24 or 25 tax information exchange agreements, and we have another number that are pending, including, in fact, I was present, in fact, assisted the Ministry of Finance in negotiating recently one with Japan. So they're ongoing, so we'll soon have another one under our belt, so to speak. I think we have fared well.
This month, government presented an action plan geared to prevent misuse of legal persons and arrangements. In the statement circulated to the media, the BVI government pledged to continue assisting and supporting the implementation of international standards on beneficial ownership information. The UK Prime Minister David Cameron, in his discussion with British overseas territories and Crown dependencies, had expressed concerns about beneficial ownership and the exchange of information. Cameron asked overseas territories to agree to automatic exchange of information as opposed to when it is requested. Lorna Smith shared her view on beneficial ownership information, which requires the territory to review its legislative regime to ensure full compliance with the revised 40 recommendations of the FATF.
I always say that people are entitled to their privacy, and that BVI is not a secrecy jurisdiction. We believe in confidentiality and we believe in privacy. Yes, Mr. Cameron is promoting or advocating that there be beneficial ownership, that this be I don't want to say widely publicized, but that this be accessible to certain authorities. And what again, the government has been working in close consultation with the industry. And I believe where they're at now is they're reviewing the impact.
The BVI has committed to a 6-step action plan on beneficial ownership information. 1. To review its legislation and systems in consultation with stakeholders to ensure that where shortcomings exist on beneficial ownership information, an account of the revised FATF recommendations 24 and 25 on legal persons and legal arrangements, respectively. To develop a national risk assessment framework expected to be undertaken and completed in 2014. Further strengthen the current supervisory and inspection regime. Lend support to international initiatives in relation to any development of new or additional standards on company transparency. To continue active engagement within the Global Forum in shaping and promoting international standards on tax transparency, and to continue engagement with Her Majesty's government in relevant areas of international cooperation. The action plan also stated that government aims to prevent any likely loss of business to the territory, indicating that it only supports beneficial ownership information that are of universal application and not selective application, which may result in arbitrage or loss of business.